Okay. Wow, it's been a busy day. The Galaxy S7 was released today in Barcelona at Mobile World Congress. In case you missed the event, here's the top 7 features of the Galaxy S7. Like on the G5, Samsung released an always-on display on the Galaxy S7. This display will let you see the time, your calendar, and other notifications just at a quick glance. However, Samsung beats out LG in that you can download different styles of faces for this always-on display. You can change the way it looks, and the customization is nice to see. Samsung didn't make a statement on how this would affect battery life, but I would assume it would be less intensive than it was on the G5 because it will feature an AMOLED display. When we saw leaks of the S7, we thought that it would be IP67 rated for waterproof, but it actually turned out being IP68. This means that it'll be a lot more waterproof and not just slightly splash-proof. It's good to see Samsung keeping the same design on the S7 and not sacrificing that at all for waterproofing. The specifications on the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge are the exact same, excluding screen size and battery. The Galaxy S7 has a 5.1-inch Quad HD display with a 3000 mAh battery, and the S7 Edge has a 5.5-inch Quad HD display with a 3600 mAh battery. Some other notable specs include 4GB of RAM, 32GB of expandable storage, octa-core processors from either Samsung or Qualcomm depending on your region, and the camera war continues with Samsung introducing a new camera and supposedly improved camera. Both phones also support quick charging and wireless charging. Samsung's new device, as expected, looks very similar to that of the S6. Metal and glass create a very solid device feeling in the hand, and curves give a great ergonomic feel. One of the most noticeable differences on the Galaxy S7 is the camera bump. It's a lot smaller than the one on the S6 and Note 5 line. I really like the curves on the back of the phone, and I feel like it's going to feel amazing in the hand. Samsung has always been a leader in mobile photography, and in 2016 this isn't going to be any different. The S7 actually went down from a 16-megapixel sensor to a 12-megapixel sensor, but this is actually a good thing, contrary to many other people's beliefs. The 12-megapixel size means that it'll have better low-light capabilities because the pixels themselves will be bigger. Samsung is also using dual-pixel technology, which is used on a lot of DSLRs at the time. We can already say that it's going to be really obvious that the S7 is going to have a really competitive smartphone camera in 2016. Gear VR received quite a few updates today, most notably a new 360-degree camera called the Gear 360. The Gear 360 will allow you to produce and share photos and videos in 360 degrees much easier than it ever has been before. We also heard from Mark Zuckerberg, who talked about Facebook and Oculus partnerships with Samsung going into the future. Samsung showed that over the next year or so, we should be seeing even more advancements in VR from them. We now know that with the S7, Samsung listened to their customers because microSD expandable storage is back. Where you put the microSD slot in, there's actually 2 slots, one for the SIM card and one for the SD card. The S7 family is looking great, but we can't make any final conclusions until we get our hands on the device. If you want to see a full review of the Galaxy S7, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.